Probably cop a script with Roxy. Probably cop. Probably cop a script with Roxy. Y'all be kinda sloppy. Got me dodging all these body bag 'em in the lobby. Dropping Adderall and alcohol and then the pop a fucking oxy.
Pumping iron, day 118. Yes, 118. Kind of crazy. We've already done 18 days. After 100, I should say Tren Adventure Part 2, coming out with a new line of Tren gummies. So comment, like, subscribe, all that stuff for the discount code. Tren gummies, 20% off for Tren Adventure Season 2. But yeah, we're hitting chest day, rest day. I probably need a rest day, but we don't do that around here. Unless we're in vacationing, we still get strong. But yeah, we're gonna do some flat bench. Should probably go heavier because last time I did 225 for a total of 50 reps. That really got me sore the next day. Good pump. But today we'll probably do a little bit heavier than 225. Maybe do a heavy single or something like that. But chest days, got to get them feeling better. Squats are feeling good, and I just want to get bench to a comparable level, even though they're still probably about the same right now. I think a 315 bench is equivalent to 500 squat. If you do the percentages where I'm at right now, it's about the same. Actually, I think 500 pound squats are more impressive, but it's similar. 5 plate squat or 3 plate bench. And you got deadlift, which I don't really know how to compare because you have like 150 pound guys deadlifting like 700 pounds, and then they probably squat like 500, but then bench like 250. It just is what it is. That's why deadlift, the big reason why I don't do it, one is because I kind of suck at it, and two, I just don't understand how, as I see guys that can deadlift like 500, but then they can't squat 405, and it makes no sense because I can squat well over 405, but I can't even do it 405 deadlift. I can, but I haven't really maxed out because I don't try it. See, that doesn't make sense. But I understand it that I don't really practice it, so I can't, be wondering why I'm not good at it. Right? I know that if I was diligent with deadlifts, that I'd be better. Maybe say 500, 600 pound deadlift, but I just don't really do it. I think the biggest reason is kind of, first, it doesn't really align with, the bodybuilding goals. But second, it's just puts a lot of stress on the back. And, those are all excuses. I talked about that a few days ago. The real reason is because it's hard and I don't want to do it. That's the reason. I got excuses, but the reason is deadlifts are hard. I think they're a lot harder than squats. The thing for me is I just can't get the deadlift off the ground. Once I get it off the ground, it flies up. So the problem is I don't. If there's a way for me to get it off the ground, deadlift would be so much, much easier. And I know it's very technical lift, and that first part of getting it off the ground is all technique pretty much, and I just don't have it. So if I really want to get good at deadlifts, the only way is for me to learn the technique and practice the technique, and then progressive overload till I can lift a lot of weight. And I know it probably wouldn't even take very long, probably a month. Let's say I deadlift 7 times in a month. That's probably way too much. Let's say I deadlift 4 times in a month. Let's say I do once a week. Do a deadlift session, let's say on back day, right? I'm sure I could have, pretty good technique by then. It really just comes down to where I put it in, because definitely not doing it on leg days. Back day is probably the best bet because it's back exercise pretty much. The problem is I just don't want to do it first as a the first thing I do. But I do have back tomorrow, and I know Jing always deadlifts first and then does his accessories afterwards. I just love starting off with pull downs, but could always try it out tomorrow. Do essentially what I do for any compound: work up to heavy-ish single, then do 3 sets of 8 or 4 sets of 7 or a 5 by 5, and start doing that once a week. Couldn't hurt. Um, I know it builds up a big lower back, which might take away from V taper, but I think that little extra size down there is the trade-off is okay, because being strong at deadlift, even though I say I don't understand it and all that, it's cool. You can deadlift a lot of weight. Usually most people deadlift more than they squat, right? I'm the exception. That's how it's always been. But let's shake it up. Because why not? Maybe that's just how I am. Maybe I'll always squat more than I deadlift. That's just how it is. But I think there's more than enough room for improvement in my deadlift technique and just my deadlift in general that it should be at least even with my squat or even much greater. So we'll figure that out and hopefully get it done. I gotta stick to my word though. That's one thing I sometimes don't do is stick to my word, especially because I'm busy and I just get into the gym and see that something's not open and I'll just forget about what I said the other day. But that's holding myself accountable and get back into deadlifts. The hardest part is just going to be on days I don't feel good and I still have to deadlift, and that's just really, really hard because it's the hardest lift. And doing the hardest lift when you feel bad is just hard. That's about it. I'll see y'all in the next one. Thanks.
I got two, but then he's gonna come in. I think. Yeah.
All right, drop it. All right. Let's see. It was actually a good day. Started off, 255 felt heavy. But I still, want to get that 5x5 at 260, so I did 260 for 5. And that was probably the hardest actually rep I've done. I just couldn't feel it. But then I went down to 240 and got 8 on the first set, then 9 on the second, which is kind of crazy. So honestly, probably doing 10 at 240, which is comes out to about 320 on the max. It's pretty good. It's just that the heavyweight, I can do reps for a lot. Just the heavyweight gets me. But I think I have my form down. Just how I set up. Instead of doing a big, like a whole big show, I kind of just set my feet, get a little bit of an arch, and start going. I think that works best for me. Back deck was really good. Pumps coming in really well. Just gonna start at 42 and a half and all the way down. I'm just gonna drop these and finish it. Okay, go home a loser. It's the last set. Chest today is gonna go well. I love chest today. I like the pump. Flat bench, sometimes gets me down because I want to strong. I want to keep hitting PRs every single day, which I technically did. 240 for a 9 is definitely a PR. And but not every day you can max out hit 315, right? So yeah, I'm just gonna wait a little bit and do one more set. And yeah. Yeah, this one?
Yeah. No, the other one. Sorry. Thank
There you go. Yeah, no problem. And yeah. Alright, dropping my 5. Let's get it, burn it up. There you go, amazing.